Okay, this is part three. I've got a couple more tobaccos left. This is Best Brown. It's Kindle Best Brown, pretty popular tobacco. This was, I'm going to give it a solid A. It was a little sweet for me. So I smoked the whole thing. You know you like a tobacco when you're picking it up and smoking through it within a week or two, especially when you have 10 tobaccos in your cabinet. So I liked it. It's probably a little too sweet for me now, but this was memorable. This is probably one of my memorable 10 tins. So definitely good tobacco, definitely worth a shot. I got so many Wessex Burley tins, I was going to pick it up twice. There are, just like Wessex Sovereign, which I was talking about in the last video. You didn't know if you liked it or not. You smoked through it, but you just don't have any memory of it. I would put some of this stuff in there too. This is Trebauge and Trayer Vintage. I like the name. It seems sophisticated. I smoked it. I don't have any memory of it, so it's probably pretty decent. I guess I'd give it a B. It didn't stand out in this crowd, though. All right. So here are two tins that I threw out. And definitely comment if you think I should give them another try. I did talk about how I gave some of these other ones a second try. And I really came back and liked it. But I bought Sherlock Holmes probably about 9 months ago. I think I gave it 2 or 3 bowls worth, and it just didn't do anything for me. I think it tasted like it had an artificial flavor on top of it, and it just didn't do anything for me, and I threw it out. Didn't even think twice about it. Some people say you should never throw tobacco out. I throw them out. Aaron Moore. I threw Aaron Moore out after 2 bowls. Enough said. Dunhill Flake. When I look at it, it's kind of strange. I probably have bought more tins of Dunhill Flake than any one of these. And yet, if you ask me today, would I buy another tin, I'd say no. I loved it at the time. I think it's a solid tobacco. But now that I've kind of matured my taste and found what I like, I don't think it can stand out in the way that it did at the time. It definitely did its job. Dunhill Flake was kind of like middle school for me. It got me to high school. I'm appreciative of it. Loved it for what it did. I always look back with fond memories. Recommend it to everyone out there. I'll smoke it occasionally, but now I'm in high school. I'm going to do a couple other things here. I'm going to show you how I keep my tobacco. I have cigars in this. This is an acrylic jar. You can get these on Amazon for you new pipe smokers out there. They're great to keep your tins in. I also use mason jars, which I don't have in the video. So these are definitely good. They're only about $10, $12. There's a couple rat rays here I didn't yet review. And this is one that it's in my top 3. Rat Ray's Brown Clooney. So Marlin Flake and Old Gowrie, and How of the Wine are also Rat Ray's blends that all come in this yellow container. And they're all good, but for some reason Brown Clooney doesn't get the love, doesn't get the high reviews that How of the Wine does, that Marlin Flake does, or that Old Gowrie does. And I'll be damned if I've had them back to back, and I keep reaching for the Brown Clooney. There's something about Brown Clooney, maybe because I root for the underdog, but there's something in there that you got to tease it out. There's something in there that the others don't have, and to be honest, out of the 4, Brown Clooney is my favorite, A+. It's never going to be an amazing bowl, but it's going to be a contemplated bowl, and that is not an easy feat to master. Okay, a few more things here. I got a lot of pipes. I'll just show you a few. This is a corncob pipe with an aftermarket stem. So in these cases, the aftermarket stem actually costs more than the cob itself. That's true for these as well. The cob itself is about $7. These aftermarket stems are, I don't know, $15 or $20, but it totally transforms the pipe. A pipe like this, when you have this stem on it versus the stock stem, it's night and day. And still, you're going to have a complete pipe here for $25, $30 that will hold its own against any briar pipe. I definitely recommend aftermarket stems. My favorite pipe out of my whole collection, I have about 12 or 13 of them, and you don't know until you've smoked them a lot, would be this particular Boswell pipe. And if you ask me what I like about it, I couldn't tell you. There's something intangible about it. The look, the feel, the rustication, the way that it doesn't get hot, just the way that it smokes. This is the one that I reach for above and beyond all the rest. And Boswell makes some excellent pipes. When I first got into pipes, this was actually my favorite, and then it became a little unwieldy. Also another Boswell pipe. It's called a jumbo pipe. Great pipe, beautiful, but when I'm walking out the door and I want to grab a pipe, one of these is a little easier to carry around than the other, and this one actually smokes better. But this is a great pipe as well. Something that gets a lot of kicks from a lot of people, and I've only used it twice, is these cigar pipes. So this is a Morgan pipe. I don't know if I necessarily recommend one because I've only smoked it a few times, but this is actually made of briar. It looks like a cigar, and I also smoke cigars as well. And you can fill it with pipe tobacco and smoke it. I'm sure there's a learning curve I haven't mastered yet, but I thought this was kind of a nice novelty item. I've had this for over a year, only used it a few times, probably needed to give it a couple more shots. But I thought it'd be really handy on the go or in the car or maybe in a windy area where having a pipe just doesn't make sense. But haven't had a chance to, or an opportunity to really need it a whole lot. In the next video, I might review cigarillos. I like cigarillos as well. Out of all the cigarillos I've had, this is actually the best blend, or the best tin I've had, which is Avo Classics. I also like some of these cafe ones as well. But for the most part, I'm a pipe smoker. So I tried to review as many pipe tobaccos as possible. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. And tell me what you think.